I just wanted to make a little quick video about a thought that I had today. As the husband and the one who goes out and works in the world, uh, I battle all day long. I'm angry. I work. I get frustrated. I get tired. Just numerous different things. But today I felt bad because of the way that I had been. All right, let me just tell you the story. I had a very long day at work. Like I said, I was frustrated. I had some things that I didn't understand was going on, questions, yada, yada. Anyway, I came home and pretty much just unloaded everything on my wife. I was telling her how this happened and this happened, and how I was frustrated about this or that. And 10 minutes goes by and I was still just yapping, yapping, yapping. And I fixed me a drink and I'm still, just going on and on, trying to get cleaned up so that we can go somewhere. And I'm still just running my mouth with all of this negativity that had come over me throughout the day. I had the weight of all of that on my shoulders, and I was unloading all of it on my wife. And then she looked at me and she said, "You've been so caught up telling me everything that went on, you've not even asked me how my day went." I felt horrible at that moment. And the bad part was in that moment, I was so caught up with all of that junk from my day that I don't even remember if I stopped at that moment to ask her how her day was. The moral of the story is it's important that as men, we need to be concerned about our wives. Uh, they may have sat at home all day cleaning or, preparing or, whatever it may be. They may have had to go out to the store to get food for the house. Whatever it may be, we need to be concerned about their day. We need to take the time to ask them about their day. And when I really think about it, I fail at that a lot because a lot of times, I'm just too concerned with my day and my frustrations and my ability to vent and my want to just get my feelings out there that I don't even ask her how her day went. I don't even act like I'm concerned about how her day went. But I feel like I just need to take time to step back, relax, and think about how all of that junk that's going on around me really affects me. And I really need to pray to be more considerate about my wife and her day. Regardless, my days start out pretty peacefully, just like this morning. This is kind of how they started out. Went out, looked at the flowers on the back deck, listening to the birds sing, seeing the little bit of sun rising over the trees. It was beautiful. It was peaceful. It was a moment with God it was great. And then I step out into the world and I have to deal with this and I have to deal with that. And then I get frustrated and my whole day is just berserk. I need to take the time to just sit back and unload that before I get home. And I'm sure my wife is understanding, that I'm out slaying dragons or whatever you want to call it throughout the day, and I'm going to have frustrations that I need to vent to her about. But do I really need to vent to the point that I look inconsiderate to her needs, her feelings, her day? That's my mistake. And I feel like there are millions of men out there who probably do the same thing that I do, that I did today. So I challenge you to do the same thing that I'm going to challenge myself to do, and that's to start taking a moment before you get home, before you step foot inside your domain to be with your bride, that you take a moment to disconnect, to unload, to let it go, to realize it's all good. And I feel like that's gonna play a huge role in how I look at things in the latter part of the evening. Instead of getting home and just directly unloading, I feel like if I take that time to disconnect before I get here, to disconnect the world from my home, I feel like my attitude coming in is going to be a little bit different. And I'm looking forward to seeing the positive changes there. But I challenge you to do the same thing that I'm going to challenge myself to do. Hopefully, it'll have the same outcome for you that I feel it's going to have for me. But I just really wanted to share this and get it out there. Days can be rough dealing with the world when you do all you can to try to keep your sanity, and it seems like everything is out to break your sanity. Unload, disconnect, let it go before you get home. That's my challenge.